Hey everybody, let's try this again. Welcome to Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 49 and 4/5 here at Salt Lake City International. Got quite a bit in the general aviation hangar today. Just checking it out. And we're on the east side operation, so hopefully we'll get some good departures rolling here today for the next couple of hours. Hi to everybody who just jumped on the broadcast. It is I, Pip, just after work swinging in. I know I'm going to get a lecture about not being where KLM is going to arrive, but hey, that's okay. We try and mix it up, keep it fresh. There is Concourse A coming a little closer to be finished. Yes, Bubag, I did hear about that. Thank you for sharing. Thanks for the like. And here's our Cessna Citation Latitude 680 just arriving. Right on runway 34 right. This has been all day north flow, so and if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe. Welcome in. This is Pip. This is my home base of Salt Lake City. Good to have you with us. Yeah, I know. Pretty crazy. OBS was not working for me. I guess it needs a studio update or something. So in the meantime, I've got backup YouTube rocking and rolling. So that's why the audio quality may not be quite as good. But we're still rocking it. We found a way to push through. It was a really nice day here in the mid 70s. Not a cloud in the sky in Salt Lake City. Be with you for the next couple of hours. Maybe KLM will come on this side, but not very likely. Yeah, we'll see what happens, Bubag. Hi, everybody who just logged on. It is I, Pip, just before 5:30. Came on a little bit early. Bubag, you seem to be on quick. Are you doing homework, or should you be doing homework as we wait for this 737 and 900 to land from Los Angeles? Arriving, I see it in the sky right now. Oh, yeah, that's right. It is summer. I forgot. Hello. So, what else do you do in your spare time, Bubag? Jamshed, what's up, my friend? Great day here in Salt Lake City. Clear skies, mid 70s. No problems. Sleepy, eh? How come sleepy? We've got our A220 lined up right there, and then our Embraer 175 just behind them. 105. Oof. Yeah, that sounds pretty awful. Don't know if I could plane spot over 100 degrees. I'd probably crash and hide in an icebox somewhere. So that stinks, man. Well, I'm glad you're a fan then, Bubag. What's your favorite Xbox game? GTA. All right. Cool, man. Yeah, I've heard that a couple times. Jamshed, I have heard that a couple times. It's so hot that they had to shut down. Hi to everybody who logged on. Encourage you to like and subscribe. Next arrival will be Delta 526 on an A321 from Atlanta. And waiting on those couple departures there on runway 34 right. I remember you lived in Arizona for 15 years. That was probably quite an experience. Thank you for the like. Yeah, Tempe sure is. In fact, one time I made the mistake of staying at a hotel right over the glide path. So the hotel had actually left a pair of earplugs on the desk in the room, which actually was kind of nice. But yeah, Tempe's right there. Just give me just a minute here. Mountains are looking good, Jamshed. Great scenery today. Yep, it sure is. Great day out for planes.
From 6 Golf Charlie, you'll be next. What's up, Charlie? From 6 Golf Charlie, what direction is 46 uniform, please? We'll be in course almost directly north. We can do an early right turn and go up over the mountain range. North, thank you. Delta 1995, fly heading 340, runway 34 right, third, 4 takeoff.
That's pretty close. That's some good smelling aviation, right?
Right, Delta 1995. Or 6 Golf Charlie, caution returns from the Airbus ahead, runway 34 right, line and wait. 34 right, line and wait, 6 Golf Charlie. Got 4328, begin your base, runway 34 right. Got 4628, base 34 right. Top 1273 towers looking for you, 132.65. Scales 4058, contact.
Back in the day of ASU, a Sun Devil.
North 6 Golf Charlie, turn right, I-15.
It was a party school then? Isn't it still a party school?
I-15 north or 34 right, liberty, 6 Golf Charlie. Got 4328, runway 34 right, cleared to land, wind 310 at 11. Yeah, 4328. Delta 1995, contact departure good flight. Departure, yes, Delta 1995.
Not so much a party school.
Charlie, just east of the airport, northbound
Really?
over I-15 is a helicopter at 6,000.
Yeah, all right, if you say so. I've seen a few interesting
Radar
things
contact, stay out.
when I was down at ASU, so I'll take your word for it.
Charlie, copy, Charlie, on the helicopter. Over 6 Golf Charlie, contact tower
Hey,
118.3,
Henshaw, how's it going, man? Good to see you. I'm loving weather here in Salt Lake City, 75 degrees and no clouds, just good vibes. So I hope everything is good in your world, Henshaw.
From 0 Charlie, Charlie, contact tower on 120.
I didn't go to an elementary school in here, Bobag. Next arrival, I think, is a tiny 170 Cessna 172 on 34 right. Got a little break in the action. That's got to be nice to land. It is good to be here. It's good to have you here. Yeah, I got off of work and came right over. It's like I haven't been on a Wednesday. I know I'll get chastised by UP Railroad for not catching KLM, but I wanted to be on the east side today. So
Alpine 430, Charlie, tower runway 34 right. You know what, actually, I'm going to go with another aircraft, give the other controller a little time. It'll be just a moment. No worries.
absolutely
turn right at Quebec,
couldn't pick a better view. I really can't. I honestly can't. I think this is definitely in the United States, probably one of the top 5 views.
5.34 right, Delta 1236.
1236, lining up for 34 right to depart. Next arrival will be Aero Mexico Connect 792 from Guadalajara on the old E190. Coming 34 right. And then it looks like behind them we've got a little Embraer Phenom.
Runway 34 right, cleared for takeoff. Heading 34034 right, clear takeoff, Delta 1236.
Yeah, I know, Bubba, I forgot. It's summertime. Am I right? Psh. And as always, to grow the channel, feel free to like and subscribe and share it with your friends, coworkers, girlfriends, boyfriends, spouses, kids.
Cap 4328, cross runway 35 at Quebec, taxi Kilo 5, Kilo to the ramp.
Totally a brain fart.
Cap 4328, cross 35, Kilo 5, Kilo 5 to the ramp. 4328, monitor ground underway, over. Alpine 430, runway 34 right, monitor weight, caution, weight turns from the Airbus ahead. Traffic on a 7-mile final is an ERJ. 34 right, line up for weight, Alpine 430.
We're just getting underway here. Welcome to Pips Planespotting Live, episode 49 and 4/5.
Runway 34 right, third land with 3307.
Runway 34 right,
Well, that's nice, Bobag.
Taxi up 2, hold short, runway 34 right.
You should tell your sister to join the party. Does she like planes too? What up, UP Railroad? I know you're going to be mad at me because I'm not on the west side, but still pretty cool. I think we may get an MD-11 takeoff, so I think that's almost as good as a Dreamliner. But
2700, the traffic ahead there, VFR and will be eastbound. Traffic on a 5.5 mile final to ERJ, runway 34 right, line for weight.
Runway 34 right, southwest, 2700.
Really? A. Fulton, the home builder, huh? Fulton Homes? I think so. There's pros and cons to both sides.
Delta 1236, contact departure.
That's Jamshed. That's pretty cool.
Southwest 2700, fly heading 340, runway
There's a
34 right.
Beechcraft 1900 taking off for a mirror
Takeoff 34
flight.
right, heading 340, Southwest 2700.
Very cool. Well, Jamshed, were you on Sunday's broadcast when we were at
430 east over I-15, contact tower on
Provo?
120.2.
Because we were in Provo on Sunday. I thought I'd mix it up. All right, we got an SWA departure, and I see Aero Mexico Connect in the distance. 2700 to 737, 700 going to Dallas Fort Worth. You got bored and quit. That's understandable. I mean, like I said, Provo is not the most exciting airport in the world, but they, deserve to be highlighted too. Plus, you saw Breeze planes and Allegiant planes, which you don't see very often. You don't see here up in Salt Lake. Yeah. Oh, good. Well, at least you caught that. I was hoping we'd get the A220, but they were delayed like 2 hours coming back to Provo from Orange County, so we weren't able to get a good view. 105 degrees.
Contact departure, good flight. Departure, thanks, 2700.
That's just miserable, Jamshed. I'm sorry, man. That stinks. And right on cue, here comes Aero Mexico 7792. The rare E190. It was, man. It was very windy, and the next day it was even worse. Worse. In fact, Jamshed, I think the peak wind that day in Salt Lake City was approximately 40 knots.
Turn left at Hotel 8.
So that's about like 45, 46 miles an hour.
Hotel 8, join Foxtrot on the ground for 3090.
I bet. Well, when I lived in Texas, because remember I lived in Dallas, yeah, we didn't have much of the four seasons. It was just fall and summer, right? We had that freak ice storm and snowstorm. Was it 2 years ago? Yeah, just a little over 2 years ago. So you miss ice cream, eating ice cream while snowing. Well, I've never heard of that before. That's a hardy man right there. And today we are listening to tower frequency on 119.05. Let's get an arrival on runway 35. Here's our Phenom. Phenomenal.
Yes, 3799, solid car, wind 3508, runway 34 right, line up runway. Yeah. Line up runway 34 right, sky was 3799.
So I'll take a survey. When do you guys think the best time is to broadcast live? Is it in the mornings? Is it in the lunchtime afternoons? Or is it in the evenings? Lunchtime? Copy that. It's a good suggestion. Yeah, and you're right, Bubbag. Along with that, things tend to slow down here 5 to 8, but obviously I was working, so I couldn't get out here to broadcast. However, that's all right.
On flight heading
Favorite ice
340,
cream? Great
runway
question,
34 right,
Bubbag.
third floor takeoff.
Who? Ben and Jerry's has the Tonight Dough ice cream, which has peanut butter, cookie dough, chocolate chip, brownie batter, and vanilla. And that is fantastique. Très bien. Here's our E175 off and running. Hi, everyone who just logged in. Encourage you to like and subscribe. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and give us the old thumbs up. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Yeah, sure, 799,
Still got a little bit of snow on the top of the mountains as we head towards July. That's pretty wild. Wild, wacky stuff, as Johnny Carson would say. We'll be broadcasting till about 7:30 tonight, maybe longer. Of course, you guys know some of the rules. It's not as exciting in the 6 o'clock hour, but you're hardened pros. We'll get a chance to talk about the new routes over the past couple of months, although we are expecting UPS's 767-300 to arrive in the next 10 minutes on 3-4 right, it appears. And behind them, it looks like we'll get Delta 1087 from Orlando on an Airbus A321. Good night, everybody who just logged on. We are broadcasting live, of course, from Salt Lake City International, East Side. That's a good suggestion, Bubbag. I like that. I like that suggestion. So, the top of the hour, we'll talk about some of the new routes that were introduced this week across the United States and internationally. Domestically and internationally, I should say. I do see UPS in the distance. It's a good visibility today. This is what we would call a 10 statute mile kind of day.
Okay, 44 with visual free fall right. Fifth 2844 heavy solid tower, wind 33011, runway 34 right, short line. Last deploy.
Nice look at downtown today, looking spectacular. Oh, everybody's driving. That's why not. Bobak. That's interesting. I don't know. That's necessarily true, but we got a little variety of private jets over there. There was one that caught my eye that was rather interesting. There was, if you can see, it's got that blue streak. If anybody can tell me what kind of airplane that is, I'd be intrigued. So you get a couple of Challengers, then you Cessna Latitude, an old Hawker. Nice variety. Ooh, that's an interesting one. Gulfstream G600 is up first ahead of the UPS. I did not see that, and it looks pretty sharp. Let's check this sucker out. Oh, yeah. Look at that paint scheme. I know our buddy Infidel Fireman would dig that pretty well. He'd be into it. Arriving there on runway 17, the general aviation. Basically, most of the time it's general aviation and private runway. A little over 9,300 feet. Pretty cool. Maybe that was Infidel Fireman UPS just around the corner. And then our Delta arrival from MCO, Orlando. Go jump on one of the planes. Well, I have to have a ticket first, Bubag. Are you going to pay for that? There's our 767 from UPS from Louisville. And I think we even have a 757 arriving today a little bit later from Louisville. Very smooth landing for our 767 friend.
Delta 287, Sully, Tower, Cosmic Terms, Heavy 767, just touched down, wind 320 at 11, runway 3 right, for land at Dig 8.
Desert Dwight.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Desert Dwight. I appreciate that. It's good to be seen live, too. Got an interesting lineup. Frontier, A320, and then we've got a Delta 757. I'm sure you can probably already hear the engines.
Hotel, Victor to the ramp. Good day.
Told my boss about the show, so maybe she'll tune in. We'll see. Oh, nice. You're going to Vegas? All right. Oh, well, that's exciting. First time on a 757. You'll love that engine noise. That's pretty cool. Yeah, and you know what? I noticed Delta, we talked a little bit about it. They're running 757s to Las Vegas, also to San Diego, maybe some of those non-traditional markets. But being summer, you can see the demand pick up. So that's pretty awesome, man. I'm excited for you. I've only gotten to ride on a 757 once. No, that's not true. Twice. Once when I was like 17 or 18, so I don't remember that much. But one about 3 years ago when I got to ride jump seat to Las Vegas, actually from Dallas. Fortunate enough, or lucky enough, because the rest of the flight was full.
Frontier 5574, Slight Tower, West 33010, wait for King Air Department. Down.
Frontier's next for departure, and then our 757.
Delta 1087, left turn on to hotel, ground 123.7.
Thanks for the like. Welcome in, everyone. Expect Delta 1336, an Airbus A320 in the next, as it's just getting into Salt Lake County, next 10 minutes. So Frontier is next, and then I want to see where that 757 is going. I think it's most likely Las Vegas. Nope, JFK, 496. All right. Even better. Yeah. Bubag, if she jumps on, sure, but I don't think she will acknowledge.
To the west, sliding 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
That is 340, 34 right, clear for takeoff for Sierra Flight 534.
Delta 496, LA Tower, runway 34 right, line up wait, wind 340 at 10. 34 right, line up and wait, Delta 496.
Frontier A320's got the go-ahead to Denver. Welcome in, everybody who just logged on. Encourage you to like and subscribe if you're on the channel. I am Pip. You know, Desert Dwight, I'm thinking of heading down to Vegas this weekend if I can stand the heat, if it's not too hot. So, but I got to have money in the bank, so we'll see. You know what? I agree, Desert Dwight. You're exactly right. It is a shame. And I will start a letter writing campaign to fix that. Now, Sun Country does sporadic flights here. I haven't heard anything new about any other new airlines or new routes other than the Spirit Airlines going to Newark from Salt Lake City. Cross country.
Runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Delta 496, heading 340, clear for takeoff, 34 right. Delta 907, Salt Lake Tower, runway 34 right, line up wait, wind 34011, gust 17.
All right. 757's got to go ahead.
907. Frontier 574, contact departure. Good day.
Thank you for the
Archer,
like.
Flight 574, see ya.
Welcome in. Be here till around 7:30 at least. Then I may have to sneak away for a little bite to eat. Listen to those engines, baby.
Delta 907, fly heading 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Fly heading 340, 34 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 907.
Delta
You,
1353, Solid Tower,
Desert
runway
Dwight, you
34
love the
line up
heat,
weight,
okay?
wind 32010, gust 17.
Well,
34 right,
I
line up weight,
gotta
Delta
shave my chest
1353.
hair off,
Delta 496, contact departure.
and then I'll
Good day.
like it a little bit
Delta
more.
496, switch good day.
So, yeah. All right. Next up, Delta 907, heading back to Atlanta. Surprised they don't use the 757s over to Atlanta. You're right, Desert Dwight. I couldn't be happier with yesterday or today's weather. So you're exactly right. No, I cannot argue with that. Hey, Desert Dwight, I don't know if you heard, but the B concourse, when
Delta
they're finally
1353, fly heading
finished
340,
with it,
runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
they're going to have a couple different restaurants. Maggiano's. They announced this yesterday. Maggiano's, Freddy's Steak Burgers, a Vietnamese restaurant, a juice bar. So there's a little bit of variety. That's for Concourse B, which I think is done late next year. Yeah, okay. So you did see. Okay, good. Nice.
Copy 22 Golf 737, turn up to north, turn left heading 280, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Turn 280, clear for takeoff 34 right. Bus 24. Bus 24 X-ray, runway 34 right, line up weight with 31010, gust 17.
Off our 737-800 goes.
Delta 1353, contact departure, good day. Delta 1353, good day. Bus 24 X-ray, Solid Tower, runway 34 right, line up weight with 31010, gust 17. 34 right, line up weight, departure.
Here's our Dassault back in action. Oh, so you've had the fortunate pleasure of not having to walk all the time, huh? So that's pretty sweet.
24 X-ray, the Falcon handle south to the west, flight 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff. Heading 340, 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Thank you for the like. Welcome in. This is Pip's Planespotting Live. Encourage you to like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. And welcome into everybody else. Whoops. Went a little too far. Let's check out this sharp looking. What is this?
Falcon 22 Golf, heading 280, contact departure, good day.
Is that a Platis? PC-24? I think that's a Platis. Very sharp. Oh, look at you, Desert Dwight. All your flights have been in concourse A. Lucky dog.
Budget 24 X-ray, contact departure, good day.
Lucky, lucky man. You must be living right. I know that guy didn't take any time to take off. I think he probably dropped somebody off and then went off. And then he's back in the air. Yep, that was a Pilatus PC-24. All right. Sharp looking plane. Next up, we've got a Challenger 600. I believe it'll be sent over to runway 17. Night, everybody who logged on. We are live from Salt Lake City till about 7:30 if the battery holds up. Here's our Challenger. Just snuck right in there. No, that's not a Challenger. It's our Latitude. Taking off on runway 17. Yes, so I might be moving close to there, Desert Dwight. So, hey, Greg, what's happening, man? What is up? Good to see you. Yeah, I hear it's hotter than hell. Jamshed, one of our buddies, said it was 105 in San Antonio, and you're at 100 plus. Holy moly. That's crazy. There you go, Desert Dwight. Let's send you down there. We'll trade. We'll trade. We'll get Greg up here, and Desert Dwight, you can go down to Texas. We'll make a trade. Thanks for the likes, guys, and tuning in. Challenger 600 arriving on runway 17. Beautiful day in Salt Lake City. In the low 70s is where we're at, guys. Greg, I know. 70 degrees, clear skies, no inversion. It's a good day in the neighborhood. Next inbound is American 2222 from Phoenix on an Airbus A319.
Our American 2222, ILS 34.
And then behind them is headed to runway 17, I believe.
American 22,
runway
35
is a Dassault Falcon.
runway 34 right, clear to land, and Airbus will depart priority arrival.
Clear land 34 right, American 2222.
It's good to have you guys with me after work. This is fun. Came right over here after work, so beautiful day. Can't ask for much better weather, except for Desert Dwight, who somehow thinks it's great when it's 100 degrees, which is crazy. But thanks for everybody for the likes and tuning in nonetheless. Take a look at our general aviation. Over there, get a Gulfstream. There you go. Then
Delta
Gulf Stream.
1685 Sully Tower traffic
G5.
is an Airbus 8 mile final, wind 330 at 10, fly heading 340, runway 3 for right, clear for takeoff.
Challenger looks like a Global 5000 and a Beechcraft. So a little bit of variety. Desert Dwight. Yes. However, I think they're going to land on the west side today. As much as I've been on the west side for the past couple days, I know I'm going to get rebuked by it, but wanted to get over here a little more shade, and I haven't been over here in the evening in a while. So, but yeah, KLM's supposed to arrive today around 7, and then London is supposed to arrive in the next 20 minutes. So that's pretty cool. But it's been a while since I've been over here. So I wanted to give some love to the east side. Which so far has been pretty busy. Good night, everybody who just logged on. This is Pip's Planespotting Live, dinner edition. Now, so Desert Dwight, what are you going down to Vegas for business or pleasure?
Contact departure, good day. Pleasure, departure, Delta 16.
I see our American 2222 on an Airbus A319 arriving shortly. The Beyonce concert. Okay. Wow. Dang. That should be a good time. And you know, they have a little bit of everything down there in Las Vegas, which is where I want to go next. So they get, depending on the day, they can get anywhere from an A340 to a Dreamliner to an A350 to an A330 to a 777. So maybe you'll be down there. And you know what's really cool, Desert Dwight, is if you're able to rent a car, you can park right up next to runway, I think it's 26 left, 8 right. And they'll just fly right by you. Now, the fence is in the way, but it's still really cool being up that close. So just a recommendation there. Or the parking garage is kind of cool, too.
Scott 62, Sully Tower, runway 3 for right, line up weight, wind 340 at 12. Line for weight 34 right, Skywest 6562.
That's a smooth landing right there. Nicely done. Alrighty, United Express, new colors, United Embraer E175.
Frigate 2222, join Foxtrot, ground 123.77, good day.
Join Foxtrot to ground.
All right.
Well,
good, Desert Dwight. I'm glad. Yeah, Legion Stadium's pretty awesome. Since I've been to Vegas a few times, I've seen it in various stages of construction. It's very, very cool. No question. So that should be a fun time. But yeah, Las Vegas is a great place to spot.
Runway 3 for right, let's take off.
Give or take off 34 right, 340, Skywest 5562.
Also be aware that like Burger King, I think the burgers are like $12. So just FYI. So, thanks for your likes, guys. And welcome everybody who just logged on. Pip's Planespotting Live 49 and 4/5. Yeah, dude. It's no joke. It is no joke. I want to catch this. I think this is our Dassault over here. Yep. Look at that. The Dassault 900X. Thanks for that like. Yep. It ain't cheap over there in Las Vegas. They take all your money, and then when you get to the airport, they take it again. Which is actually kind of what I like about Salt Lake. The prices at the airport are reasonable. So kudos to the airport management team there
Departure Scout
here in Salt Lake.
562.
Television, soon to be the latest and greatest pilot. Let's play Microsoft Flight Sim. All right. You know, I was actually about to pack up my computer for television because I'm moving within the next month and I don't like to wait till last minute to get things. So I was going to start packing up this week, but maybe I'll have to get out or keep it out for a little bit longer. But yeah, I was planning on playing that for a little bit. Yeah, that is interesting too. Yeah, the Desert Dwight, they usually will land on the same runway, but yeah, there's a little more variety to their flight path. So, Patelli, are you going to get 2024? You've literally never played. Well, yeah, 2024 is supposed to come out. And I've seen the trailer, but I haven't looked that much into it because I just have been so busy with everything. So I just haven't had a whole lot of time. But maybe when I get home tonight, I'll check it out. All right, so our next arrival isn't for a bit. We've got Delta 1039 headed to Cincinnati on a 737-900, getting ready to depart 3-4 right. Well, I'll tell you what, Desert Dwight, if they land on the east side, that means you've got some real juju. You've got some real, what's the word for it? Real, I don't know, extraordinary powers, extraterrestrial powers, because I've never seen them. I shouldn't say never. Once I've seen them, the London arrival,
Yeah, should be a few
arrive
minutes,
on
you're
3-4
chasing the
right.
Plaza position or just going off the east side.
That's probably the best way to go about it, Patelli Vision. I would agree with that. So for sure. Yeah. Well, when I bought Flight Simulator 2020, I bought like the super deluxe version that had the airports and the extra aircraft. So the Dreamliner is totally worth it because the deluxe version had the Dreamliner, and then you get like the extra airports like Amsterdam, Schiphol, and Chicago O'Hare, and they're kind of worth it. But there are some really good third-party providers that do just as good a job where you can buy the airport. I almost would say if you weren't really in love with the Dreamliner, I would just buy the base version and then spend your money on airports. But that's just me. So. Well, that's a great idea. I think that's. I know several professional pilots who fly Flight Simulator. It's gotten so good, television. So don't fault you at all for that, for sure. Until you use it, they're like, "What?" right, so London, Desert Dwight, 30 minutes away. And KLM's basically on time. We probably will get the ATR from Boise or Idaho Falls, which is one of my favorite arrivals because it's so unique. What we will see.
39, wind 33010, flight heading 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
All right, flight heading 340, 34 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 1039.
Hi to everybody who just logged on. Encourage you to like and subscribe. There's Delta 1039 heading on to the runway. All right, Desert Dwight, you've got the good vibes going. You're the man. You are the man. So I was watching a video the other day while I have a moment. Hawaiian Airlines, if you guys weren't aware, they currently fly for their long hauls. They do A330s, but they're going to start the Dreamliners. And I heard they're supposed to start in November. So that would be cool to see. So I have to keep an eye out for those. Hawaiian would be a good airline to come to Salt Lake City, don't you think, Desert Dwight? That would make a ton of sense. Right now, Delta flies to Kauai and Honolulu, I believe, right now.
So like car runway 34 right, line up, wait, be just a minute, wait for a situation to work it out, he said. 34 right, line up, wait till 697.
Situation on the east side. Yeah, I know that, Television. Your base is a paradise. You know, and I've had mixed feelings because I could apply to be a dispatcher there, but I've had mixed feelings in the past because
1030, contact departure, good day.
you
Good
would
night, Delta
be
1030.
close to Asia, right? And the South Pacific and Australia.
Got a
The
697
downside
flighting
is you're on an
340, runway
island,
34 right, clear for
so
takeoff.
you can
34 right, clear for takeoff, Delta 697.
only do so much within the islands. So that's kind of the down. Plus, everything is way more expensive, especially food. Now, I'll definitely pay the extra for the fresh shrimp. That's for sure. I was in Honolulu for like 2 days, and then I had to get back home because my days off were over. But it was still great. It was still awesome. And that was right during. That was still midway through the pandemic in 2021. So cars were super expensive. So I think that's the most I've ever paid for a rental car for one day was $155. All right, Patelli Vision, good to see you, bud. We'll talk again later. Glad you got the medical out of the way. You're the man.
Delta 697, contact departure, good day.
Good day. It's like Paul Harvey. Good day. Looks like our next arrival will be one of my favorites, Empire FedEx Express 7358 from Idaho Falls on the ATR 72. Woo! I just like it. It's very unique. Turboprops are becoming extinct, So if there's
Empire
one
7358,
that's still there.
control 34 right.
Empire 7358, solid car 1330 at 12, runway 34 right for land.
34 right, clear to land. Empire 7358.
There you go.
7358, you plan to turn off at the end.
Roger.
Excuse me, guys. I'm going to clear up my screen for your minute here. Check the old battery life. Okay, so we still got about a half left. So I think we should have just enough to go to 7:30, I hope. We'll see. My mistake was I put the battery in this morning, but apparently I turned the camera on and did not turn it off, so my battery's a little short, so I apologize. Little lapse. Hey, DFW plane spotters. What's up, dude? We're just about to catch an ATR 72. FedEx Express. Empire, actually. Empire Airlines. Whew. Just enjoying 72 degrees right now in Salt Lake City. Sunny skies. Couldn't have better weather for plane spotting. So that's what I'm doing. Like, I could either go ride my bike, which is always a good option. But it's like Wednesday. It's hump day. Let's do some plane spotting. Hump day. That's what I hear. I hear that everybody is sweating to the beat, sweating the oldies, man. Jamshed said it was 105. Greg in Houston said it was 100. So we're sweating in Texas. 104 with an index of 119. Oh my goodness. That's disgusting. That's gross. And thanks for liking, by the way, and joining in. If you're new to the channel, encourage you to like the broadcast and subscribe. The DFW plane spotters, I will pray that it doesn't get that hot. I'll say a prayer tonight, and that your air conditioning works. Looking good, 72. I'll be excited when I get to Florida because Silver Airways flies turboprops and be able to catch them. That'll be cool. .2 of 80. Oh god. Ugh. That, man, you might as well just run around in swimsuits, DFW, because that's basically what you're doing. You're walking in a swimming pool when it's that humid and the dew point is that high. So escaping the heat to New Hampshire. That's right. You're going to the lake house. So you dodged a bullet on that one. Congratulations. Welcome in if you're new to the channel. So always sneaky. You're a sneaky man or woman. I shouldn't say assuming, but
Delta 1951, solid car 133011, runway 34 right for land. Empire 7358, turn left, Hotel 12, cut through the DI pad, text ramp, good day.
All right, so we get two 737s inbound, 737-800 from Cabo San Lucas, and then 737-700 from Las Vegas Southwest, 4396 back to back. I can't either. Boy, you're telling me, man. I agree wholeheartedly. Very long overdue. I saw UP, they were building a Burger King in the new section. And I don't know what the rest of the restaurants are going to be for Concourse A. That's an interesting. Yeah, DFW Planespotters, they do. Yes, and Desert Dwight, I saw that. Yep, they do fly to Honolulu on the 767 and Kauai. And I've seen them fly the A330 before to Hawaii. So that they work that into the rotation as well. But yes, that is correct.
Like Southwest 4396, what's left in the Bluegill 34 right.
Southwest 4396, LA Tower, 6 miles and 12 at 737, wind 340 runway 34 right, clear to land and stay gate.
Good land, 34 right, gate Bravo 17, Southwest 4396.
Thanks.
Yeah, and UPI, I mentioned this to Desert Dwight, and he knew, but did you see they announced, the airport announced the new restaurants for Concourse B when it's finished? So it's like Vietnamese cuisine, juice bar, Freddy's, steak burgers, and custard, Maggiano's, and one or two more restaurants. So that's what's coming to Concourse B, the other half that's currently under construction. Well, you can call it Kauai, and I call it Kalui. Tomato, tomato. It's paradise. Thank you, DFW. Thanks for the likes, guys, as always. Yeah, I could sleep in this weather. I could sleep outside in this weather right here. Global X is doing so. Yeah, they've been doing, I think, the last 2 months. DFW Planespotters, they've been doing cargo routes from Newark. So Northern Air Cargo would do them on 737-400s, but then I guess Global X took over the contract or whatever. So they've been flying daily, and usually get here around 4:30, and in an Airbus A321 cargo, no less. So they fly from Newark. Welcome in if you're just joining us. Pips Planespotting live from Salt Lake City. Beautiful day.
Delta 1951, join Foxtrot, ground 123.77.
Beautiful.
Good day.
Foxtrot ground 20.
Downtown Salt Lake City.
Delta 1951.
Okay, London arrival. All right, work your magic, Desert Dwight. See if it works. Yeah, you did. Yeah, DFW Planespotters. 45, 50 minutes. Well, I'm looking forward to that. You think you'll get it published tonight? All right, Desert Dwight. Work your magic, man.
Roger, Alpha 91, visual 34 right.
Alpine 1891, Salt Lake Tower, found a 737 short final caution wake turbulence, wind 340 at 12, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Caution wake turbulence, clear to land, 34 right, Alpine 1891.
The old Beechcraft coming by and making a visit. Or is that the Cessna Caravan? No, I think they said Alpine. There's a Southwest landing right there. Trademark Southwest landing. Stiff on the rear and then hard on the thrust.
Southwest 4396, join Foxtrot, ground
All right, no promises, Desert Dwight.
Foxtrot,
Tomorrow night, okay.
Southwest 4396 today.
So I can just make
I'll have to check it out tomorrow then. I work working through Saturday, so I won't probably do anything until Sunday. I might jump on board after work. We'll see. Maybe a new location. And UP Railroad, I appreciate your suggestions. I was actually talking with my boss today, see if I could get permission. So we'll see. Didn't feel too optimistic, but you won't know unless you ask. So gotta ask.
Salt Lake Tower, 4 visual approach, 34 right, stop the tower.
Here's for 7764, Salt Lake Tower, you're 3 miles and 12 at beach 1900, wind 340 at 13, runway 34 right, clear to land.
Full right, clear to land.
So we got
For 7764, there is a Skyhawk about a mile west
nice.
of the field. We'll continue eastbound over the approach M6500.
We got a little bit of everything. So we got 737-700 on 1968 from Southwest. We've got Alpine 1891. And then we also have Cessna 208 Caravan from Twin Falls all arriving here. So a little variety. I like that. Like that, not the everyday. That's right, UP. You get it, man. We'll see what happens. I will tell you, I'm going to post a quick short video, so it'll be in the shorts. But I was able to get, I'll let you see, but I was able to sneak on to the, get an escort to get a tour, which was kind of cool. So published a quick video, but it was really cool to check out. I'll just put it that way, and you'll see it. I'll publish it later tonight.
Alpine 1891, traffic inside a 2-mile final behind you. No delay down to Hotel 8. Turn left, taxi via Foxtrot and Golf to the ramp.
North Lake, Hotel Lake, Foxtrot, Golf ramp, Alpine 1891.
See our little Cessna there in the distance. Oh, that's a good question, DFW plane spotters. Very interesting question as we check out our Cessna 208 Caravan. And then we've got Southwest 1968 quickly behind them. So I'm sure ATC is going to tell this guy to get off as soon as possible. Get off the runway.
Tower, Southwest 1972, correction 2972, 34 right.
Southwest 2972, Sully Tower, wind 340 at 120 at 34 right, clear to land and stay gate.
Clear land 34 right, gate Bravo 19.
For 7764, come up to Hotel 8, taxi via Foxtrot Golf to the ramp.
Hotel 8, Foxtrot Golf to the ramp.
Phoenix Coyotes may be moving to Salt Lake City. I know there's been a lot of talk. All right, so DFW Planespotters, I've heard that too. I know that the Jazz owner, Ryan Smith, is committed to bringing hockey to Salt Lake City. Let me put it this way. I am more optimistic that there'll be a hockey franchise in Salt Lake City versus a baseball franchise, which is what the old Jazz owners want to do. The Miller family, they want to bring baseball to Salt Lake City. I don't see it happening. I see hockey definitely happening. So it's just a matter of, I don't think, I think the NHL is very committed to Phoenix because it's like a top 10 media market, and that means more money for the league. And also Atlanta is like a top, I think Atlanta's number 6. So even though they had the Thrashers and lost them,
For 7765,
they
Sully Tower, you're 2.5
desperately
miles
want hockey to work in Atlanta. So.
Caution wake turbulence. Wind 34011 runway 34 right, clear to land.
So what do you think, Desert Dwight? Do you think, and UP, do we have a better shot of landing a hockey team or baseball team first? Southwest 2972 is next from Denver. You think baseball, Desert Dwight? Why is that? That'd be interesting to get your take. Not that I'm against it. I just think there's a lot more. Okay, for number one, baseball has 162 games. Hockey has 82. So that's half of what you would have to fill the stadium with. Okay, so that's one thing. Number two, have you seen what Denver looks like with the Colorado Rockies? It's not that good. Denver has very low attendance. The Rockies do. I mean, it's nothing to really brag about. So that's kind of how I look at it. Hi, everybody who just logged in. Encourage you to like and subscribe and join the fun. If you're new to the channel, I'm Pip. This is Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 49 and 4/5. So DFW.
2972, join Foxtrot, ground 123.77. Good day.
Foxtrot ground, Southwest 2972.
That too. There's a lot of businesses in Phoenix. All right, now you're going to challenge me, Desert Dwight. I will now have to do my research. So let's check it out. All right, so according to 2022. All right. You are correct, Desert Dwight. I am wrong. You're right. Maybe I just went several times when it was low attendance. Colorado, 32, average 32,467. So well done, Desert Dwight, in proving me wrong. You're absolutely right. I apologize. I take back my comments. However, I still think hockey would be better served than baseball here in Salt Lake City. Yeah, Tampa and Miami for sure. DFW Planespotters says that Phoenix is the fastest growing city in the United States. Let's see if he's right.
First 7803, Solid Tower 1330 at 13, runway 24 right, clear to land. 7765, Plymouth Hotel 8, taxi via Foxtrot Golf to the ramp. Hotel 8, Foxtrot Golf to the ramp, for 7765.
All right, DFW is a nerd. Jeopardy. Need to put him on Jeopardy. According to 2021, the Phoenix population from 2010 to 2020, according to the U.S. Census, grew at a rate of 11%, just a little over 11%. That's true, Desert Dwight. It is. Salt Lake in Utah is one of the fastest growing states. I will not disagree with you there, but Phoenix, the city itself, is 1.6 million, and Salt Lake is 200 and some odd thousand. 200, let's call it 225. So, granted, there's a lot of cities along the Wasatch Front that are 50, 60,000 people each, or a little bit bigger, but it's interesting. Retirement, like that's what. Stop it. Yeah, Desert Dwight, you'll have to excuse DFW. He's a little punk high school kid. Yeah, you're right. You're right there. You're absolutely right, Desert Dwight. So I would put it this way is as we check out that Cessna Citation landing on runway 35, I would put it this way. Do you think
that's approved? You plan to turn off the end.
Do you think that Salt Lake could support a baseball and hockey franchise? I don't. I just don't think it's possible. All right, Desert Dwight, we need you to work your magic, man. Because here I see Delta 51, and it looks like it's rounded for 3-4 left. And I have Delta 642 routed for 3-4 right, and JetBlue 1732. Yes, DFW, you are very correct. No question. And thanks for tuning in. You are watching Pip's Planespotting Live. Encourage you to like and subscribe if you could. All right. Well, all right. I'm not opposed to it. If you think so, Desert Dwight, I'll gladly cash in on that for sure. This guy's kind of just buzz cutting runway 34. He's going all the way to the end. He's like, I'm just going to go all the way to the end, which is actually probably the right move. And if you're new to the channel or tuning in, encourage you to like and subscribe to support the channel. Houston, yeah. I don't. Yeah, Houston probably would, but I don't like the idea of a hockey team in Houston. So, yep, those are all true facts, Desert Dwight. But do you think you're going to convince people to drive an hour from Provo or an hour from Ogden or Brigham City? So that's the question you're going to ask yourself too.
330 at 13, runway 34 right, clear to land and take 8.
Clear to land, 34 right, gate, Alpha 19, Delta 642.
Here's for 7803 and come through the asphalt X ramp, good day.
It does not appear that our A330 is going to come to this side, but Desert Dwight still holding out hope for the 787. Kevin, what's up, man? I didn't even see you sneak in there. Yeah, well, soon you're going to have to drive all the way to Daybreak for the bees, Desert Dwight.
Runway is an Aerostar, currently 5,500.
And Kevin, where can I apply to drive the Shuttle Plus to the employee lot part-time? Good evening, everybody. Yeah, Kevin. So that's you know what? I don't know the answer to that question because I think it's done like by a third party that the airport contracts with. So I will do some research. I would first check City of Salt Lake job listings, which is through Workday. Other than that, I'll have to ask tomorrow when I go into the office. Good question. I'll check it out. Wow, we were having such a positive, uplifting conversation, DFW plane spotters, and then it just boom, just like that, huh? So Air Force 2, eh?
12, runway 34 right, clear to land, where parking.
34 right, clear to land, parking at Bravo 9.
Okay. All right. I will check, Kevin. I'll be glad to check for you. You got it, man. I will look into it. Well, to be fair, DFW plane spotters, I'm sure Air Force One will eventually come back, or Air Force Two, or Secretary of State, or they make a lot of visits to, and Love Field is usually where they go. So there's a hint. Yeah, if you're looking for government aircraft, you won't find it at DFW International. You'll find it either at the military base over in Fort Worth, or you'll find it at Love Field, just like when JFK flew into Love Field on that fateful day. Here's our Airbus A319 inbound from Mexico City. Buenos noches from Mexico City. Buenas noches. Bienvenidos a Salt Lake City.
Operation 43, Start Tower, welcome in 340 at 13, or about 7 miles trail of a Airbus 320 cross.
All right, Kevin. Sounds good. We'll be on till about 7:30 tonight. So another 45 minutes or so.
Number 642, join Foxtrot, contact ground, we'll see ya.
I actually,
Foxtrot, contact ground, Delta 642.
yeah, you mentioned the vice president. Actually met her one time in Iowa when she was campaigning, when she was trying to become president. She was in Cedar Rapids Airport. So, baby bus. Yeah, the baby bus is probably to blame. Yeah. Okay, DFW. Being Canadian, are you trying to get me in trouble with the authorities? Being from Canada, eh? You know, I don't know why they always use. Well, I kind of do, because on the arrival path for the larger airplanes, it's tough to. If you look at the pattern, Desert Dwight, and thanks for the likes, by the way. If you look at the traffic patterns on the arrivals into Salt Lake, so for example, we're on North Flow today, and most of the East Coast and Southwestern arrivals will land on 3-4 right. But the European arrivals or anything from the west will arrive on 3-4 left. And that's to maintain traffic patterns for the most part, because you need a wider area of airspace. So it wouldn't make much sense for them to fly all the way down to maybe Price and then come back. So they just have them go down the east side or the west side of the Mountain View corridor, make a left turn, and then come back 3-4 left. So that's my explaining my thought process on it, since I'm such an expert. All right, still got a half battery. Just doing a quick check. I know a little Spanish, DFW, just a little though. Un poquito. For example, Alaska is arriving from Seattle. So it's going to land on 3-4 left, as opposed to 3-4 right. And KLM's like way out to the west on its descent. It's like over the Antelope Island. It's way over there.
657 is ready when you are.
Roger.
Thanks for the likes and everybody tuning in. This is Pips Planespotting Live. Encourage you to subscribe and share the channel if you like what you see. Lovely evening in Salt Lake City. Current temperature. Whoops. I forgot to report the METAR.
657, wind 330
My bad.
at 12, traffic about 1010, flying miles out is a Beach 1900, runway 34 right, line of 08.
Thanks. Line number 8 on 34 right, Delta 657.
All right. Yep, just a lovely day here. Here's the METAR report. All right, Desert Dwight. Let's go for it. I would love to see the old 767.
Keep rolling down to Hotel 8, join Foxtrot and the Golf to the right.
Hotel 8, Foxtrot, Golf to the right, Alpine 1843.
And Alpine 1843, you'll see a AM flight to Beach 1900. Way to them before you turn on the Golf.
I'll give way to American Flight. Flight 912.
Delta 657, flight heading 340, runway 34 right, clear for takeoff.
Heading 340,
Desert
34
Dwight
right, clear for
already
takeoff.
giving up so quickly. No, man, I love your optimism. I love your
Alpine
optimism.
1831, flight tower, welcome in 33012, crossway, turbulence point 737, starting the roll, runway 34 right.
Yeah, I know only one 787, and it's not even every day, Desert Dwight. It's only like 3 times. That's it. It's kind of pathetic. We deserve better here in Salt Lake City.
Your long landing is approved if you need it.
Perfect, thank you.
I did not, UP. I knew you were going to ask me, and I was embarrassed to say no. But I do want to go out there. I just haven't had a chance to. All right, DFW Planespotters Daily Joke of the Day. Why don't aviation jokes make sense? Because they never land. Ha 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 ha. I like your thinking, Desert Dwight, and that was pretty good, DFW Planespotters. That was pretty solid. I do need to, I don't know that Stadler's going to get the contract for UTA's new cars, right? Because they got that $60 million grant to replace some of the older cars. DB's 10, welcome in, my friend. I am not a flight controller. I am, I guess you would call it a flight dispatcher in retirement. What would you call it? I would still like to do flight dispatching. I flight dispatched for 4 years for American Eagle and Breeze Airways. And it's not quite a air traffic controller. We work for the airline where the air traffic controller here in the Americas, the United States, works for the government. But I was a flight dispatcher. So, hello. Didn't mean to kick that. So, yeah, great question, though. So, I was a flight dispatcher for 10 years. I worked with ATC and I worked with the pilot in command to plan flights, run routes, things like that. So. And one of our good friends, Infidel Fireman, is actually moving this week to start his new job, I think down in Texas. I can't remember where, as a flight dispatcher. So that's exciting too. KISS units, that would be a good idea. I know that like everybody does, UP keeps talking about the Olympics in 2030 that they want to bid for, or 20, what is it? 20, is it 2030, 2032? I don't know. They UTA just keeps talking about, like, people in the, who I worked with keep talking about, like, they're just waiting to get all this money for the Olympics to revamp their system and everything. So we'll see what happens. Yes, it was a Beechcraft DFW Planespotters. There you, yeah. You'll have to meet up with him, DFW, or he might have to meet up with you. I don't know where exactly he's going, but I know I think he's moving to Texas. I'm pretty sure on that. So DB10, thanks for the question. I loved it. I freaking loved it. DB's 10. Yeah, absolutely. Uh, I loved it. And I know anybody who's tuned into the show for a while knows that. And they'll hear me talk about flight dispatching, but I absolutely loved it. You don't make a lot of money to start out with. So when I started flight dispatching back in 2018, I made $14.80, and I was working for a regional airline owned by American Airlines, and I made $14.80 an hour. So, and these schedules are all seniority based. So if you're new, you usually get the worst schedule, which is like the graveyard overnights, and you never have weekends off. So I always tell people that as well. So you need to be in it for the long haul. Pay's gotten a little bit better then. I think most people are starting around $21 an hour for the regional airlines. And then after having years of service or working in the industry, then the mainline airlines like Southwest, American, United, who also have flight dispatchers, Delta, they make much better money. They usually start out around 80 to 90,000 per year. So that's pretty good money. Yep, you got it. DFW seniority. It is seniority based. Yeah, and a lot of them are union. So you are on it. So that's what I would say DB's 10. I loved it. Would love to go back to it if I got a chance. In the meantime, I'm going to grad school, so that may not come back. But I loved it. I mean, there were definitely some long days, but there were never any days where I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I loved it. So yeah, I would highly recommend it. Okay, so that makes more sense now, UP. That I was not aware of. I didn't know they were doing both summer and winter, so thank you for mentioning that. I know that winter was on the
27 flight level
ticket,
330 at 13 runway 34 right, clear to land.
but Summer Olympics could work too. All right, so I don't have the Dreamliner, but I do have FedEx 957 for you, Desert Dwight from Oklahoma City on a 767-300. And let's see what else I can spot with my eye there. I mean, the 767 is a good consolation prize, so I'll take it. And it's not super late either.
Alpha 827, traffic to see entering a right base runway 35, 5,500. Currently at your.
We might get one of my favorite airplanes, the A220-300 from JetBlue in Boston, but we'll see if they route them on the East or the West Star. So we'll find out. Oh, okay. Okay, now it makes more sense. Desert or UP. Oh, I see what you're saying. My bad. I misread that. Yeah, we got a 767 coming to us. And on Friday or maybe tomorrow, if I can, maybe I'll do a broadcast tomorrow if I see an MD-11, because we know those won't be around too much longer. I don't. So flying much for the job, DB's 10. No, you don't fly much for the job itself. You work in an operations center as a flight dispatcher. So you are required each year to keep your certificate current. You do have to do what's called a familiarization ride or a FAM ride. And that typically means that you have to ride in the cockpit for 5 hours. And then, of course, if you work for the airline, you get free flight benefits and whatnot. So, but as far as having to work and flying, no. You work in an operations center every day.
6957 Heavy, Solid Tower, welcome wind to 33013, runway 34 right, clear left.
I know DFW.
34 right.
I know, and so does Alliance too, because FedEx has a big facility out there. But you know, we don't get MD-11s often out here, so we celebrate those. No, we don't get a discount. In fact, we don't get anything from the airlines because UP, if you think about it, it's a conflict of interest because the airport itself, you know, is trying to enforce rules and standards and practices from the airlines. So my boss says it's a conflict of interest. Plus, as a city employee, you can't accept gifts or anything. So we have to abide by that. Yep. No flight benefits, no nothing. As far as a flight dispatcher goes, yeah, I mean, if you work for the airline, you can fly for free standby. So just to clarify. My current job, 0 discount, nothing, nada with the airlines. When I was flight dispatcher, I could fly for free all the time. And I did. So, yeah. Well, it is what it is. As I see our 767 arriving from Oklahoma City FedEx. You know, it does stink, but I get to be around planes, which is still pretty cool. And the benefits are really good. So, yeah, it sucks, but no, it's awesome working here. I've really liked working here. And granted, it's only been a week, but I've really liked working here. So I do get a discount at the food court. So I got that. So I can go to the food court and get a discount. So yeah, if you're looking to fly or get flight benefits, you need to work for an airline, not an airport. So just keep that in mind. Here's our 767 Desert Dwight. And if you're new to the channel, I encourage you to like and subscribe the video. So I think I may do a lot of Vegas in the next several weeks on my days off because Southwest, you can fly to Las Vegas for like $99 one way via Southwest. I've seen it as low as $49. So that's pretty good. You know, between renting a car and then driving for 6 hours or just flying and whatnot. So that's pretty good. Make a short out of what? Which one? Which one are you talking about, DFW Planespotters?
Spot 98 with me. Have a good one.
Okay, the 767. Okay. That's a good idea. Hi from Moscow. Well, hello. Wiltonuk. Hi from Moscow. That's wonderful. I believe that's our first hi from Russia. So we're growing. Wonderful. Thank you for saying hi. And thank you for the like. So Desert Dwight, I think I think they've been flying the 767 in rotation to JFK sometimes too, so we may have to keep an eye out for that. That's what I was looking for.
You can join golf. That works as well. Have a good one.
We'll join golf in up the park next time.
Will you stop it? DFW? Oh, man, I swear. It's like babysitting sometimes with you. He likes aviation. Oh, man. All right. So I'm trying to see what's inbound for the next 30 minutes. All right. So I've got Spirit 423 from Las Vegas to Salt Lake City. That could go either way. That could go runway 34 right or 34 left. Behind them, then it's Alpine Air, another Beechcraft. Then I've got Delta 1838 that should go 34 right. Should arrive about the time that we're going to leave. So we'll get out of here about 7:30. I'm trying to see where that JetBlue is. I think they've got them routed from the north. White Knight here, huh? Yeah, the Flying Banana. We'll see, my friend. Yes, so D-Beast. D-Beast, yeah, you do get to jump seat. That is correct.
Plan 431.
Depending on which agreements you have. So if you work for a regular 121 operated airline, which means a regularly scheduled commercial service passenger airline, or revenue, I should say. Yes, you do get to jump seat, and it depends which airlines have which agreements. But yeah, you do have the ability. This is awesome that we have you, Wiltonuk from Russia. I'm from Moscow, no less. That's awesome. I'd love to eventually visit Moscow. I hope that the war can end and that peace can prevail. Looks like we got a KC-135 up and rolling. I don't think I've ever seen one up this late before. Very interesting. And D-Beast, yeah, the jump seating just kind of depends on who your airlines have jump seat agreements, reciprocal agreements that say, okay, these guys can ride, these guys can't, yada, yada, yada. So, but for your airline you work for, you can jump seat all you want. Now, I should take that back. Typically, to jump seat, there has to be a necessity to jump seat. Like if a flight's full and the only way you can get home is if you jump seat, you know, if there's a seat in the back, 99% of the time, if there's available seat, the gate agent will give you the seat. So, but if the flight's full and there's only one way to get home, then yeah, I did that a couple times. I jump seated because it was the only way to get somewhere. So yeah. Night, everybody who logged in. Encourage you to like and subscribe. Welcome in. This is Pip's Planespotting Live, episode 49 and 4/5. All right, Desert Dwight. Thanks for saying hey, man. Good to see you. We'll catch KLM next time. Maybe we'll switch to the west side on Friday night when it comes back. And then we'll probably get an A332. So good to see you, dude. We'll talk to you again soon. Yep. Yeah. So great question, DBs. I think I answered it. You asked it in perfect timing. So, yep. I was able a couple times to jump seat. Desert Dwight, I am looking forward to the baseball and hockey teams. So I will celebrate you when they both come. So to Salt Lake City. It is always a pleasure to have you aboard. DD, Double D. I don't know if we should call him Desert Dwight Double D, but that's his nickname.
At 431, turn left your discussion, Hotel Victor to the right. Have a good one. Left my discussion, Hotel Victor wrap up. I'm 431. Thank you.
DFW, are there any new airlines coming to DFW? They haven't really made any more announcements, but oh, there's the KC 135. Didn't waste any time. It's like, all right, we're gonna go flying today. Okay, let's go flying. Looks cool on the red limestone. Very cool. Nothing like flying a 50-year-old airplane still. I'm like 60 years old.
Nevada Golf Papa Charlie Tower, are you up with me?
Yeah, the Global X thingy, the red, what is it, Redway? Red something? Yeah, from Lincoln twice a week. I guess like that kind of makes sense because Omaha is like only 45 minutes away. So that kind of makes sense. Good one, DFW. That's good. Yeah, so DB's 10. All right, so DB's 10 is averaging. What does an average day look like for a flight dispatcher? Well, for the most part, you will work 8 to 10 days, depending on which airline you work for. Both of my airlines, we did 4 10s and had 3 days off. Now, keep in mind, too, that you may not always get those 3 days off in a row. But I was fortunate enough that I got 3 days off in a row. So it'd be like 4 10s and then off 3 days. You have the opportunity to work overtime. You're paid hourly, but you're still benefits. Yeah. I good point, DFW. You're absolutely right. But yeah, DB's 10 is what you would do is you come in. Oh, and that's the other thing, your schedule. Airlines are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. So you will work holidays, you will work odd hours of the day. When I started, I worked 3:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. or like 3:15 to 1:15 p.m. right around there. Or you would work midnights. So yeah, don't plan on getting any days off until you get seniority. And when I say days off, other than your normal days off. So typically I would come in around 3:34 a.m., 3:15, whatever it was when I worked the morning shift. And for Envoy, they were a well-established regional airline, so they had a lot of flights. I think they have the second most regional flights in America behind SkyWest. So I would typically have 40 to 50 flights each day that I would plan over a 10-hour shift. And so not only am I responsible for planning them, but
Tower Clear 423.
for monitoring them while they're en route and when they're on the ground at both locations. And that was just my job throughout the day, multitasking.
At 12, runway 34 right, clear to land. Way parking.
Clear to land 34 right. We're parking Bravo 15.
And multitasking. So throughout the day, you would update your flights. You would update the times when they blocked out, when they blocked in. So flight following, flight planning, and you would also communicate with the crews via text message via what's called ACARS. So you could have anything from a medical emergency that you needed to help facilitate a diversion, or you couldn't get into an airport, so you'd have to help the pilot divert. And so it's a lot of, you're very involved in the operation, just like the pilot. That's why a really smart guy who I met years ago, Reed, told me that flight dispatcher is like an invisible pilot on the ground. And they really are. So this is kind of unique. What is that? DBs, I should host a show devoted to flight dispatching, a live one. So I need to do that. I'll have to come up with the time to figure that out. There's a plane we don't see every day. Yeah, I know that Global X does that. They iAero does that, or did that, formerly known as Swift Air. So, yep. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out, DBs. It's a good suggestion. Looks Desert Dwight missed our yellow banana. Looks like we did get Spirit 423 from Las Vegas. On to 34 right. The old A320, not the Neo.
Southwest Tower, touchdown about a 1312 off, I will be flight 9. After that, touchdown runway 34 right down to Hotel Niner. Join Hotel Victor to the ramp. Hotel Niner, Hotel to Victor to the ramp. 10, thanks. Clear range 423, join Foxtrot, contact ground, to see ya.
Foxtrot over to ground. Third wing 423. Yep.
Yellow banana indeed, UP. I'll be out of here in the next 12 minutes. I'm hoping to get the JetBlue here before we jet out. See where it is. It's going to arrive from the north. I'm not going to be able to catch it, it looks like. Dang it. I thought it said it was going super early. See where it is. So a fairly busy evening. I thought it would be a little bit slower, so turned out pretty good. And thanks for all y'all tuning in. Y'all are the best. West. Made some new friends today.
1749, flight tower, welcome in 32011, runway 34 right, clear to land.
34 right, clear to land.
Where are you, JetBlue? I'm trying to find you.
L702 select air traffic 5 mile final is at Beach Airliner, wind 33011. Flag 340, running 348, clear for takeoff. No delay on the roll, please. Takeoff 348, heading was it 340? That's correct, 340. Right, runway 34 right, clear takeoff, heading 340, Delta 702.
Kevin Moore, you did not. You did miss the yellow banana, but no, you did not. You are good. You're a good man. Got an Airbus A321. We have a couple of
Under one
cargo
Alpha, you still up?
767s.
You said earlier you landed on all the runways. Did you get a chance to land on 14? We'll keep that in mind. Skywest 4015, visual 34. Got 4015, select tower, wind 33011, running 348, clear landing number 2, following a Beach Airliner 2 mile final. Number 2, 34 right, Skywest 4015. L702, contact departure, have a good flight. Departure, good day, L702. Line 623, select air, thanks for that. Cosmic service, you're following that traffic. D175, wind 33012, running 34 clear land.
Fast talker on ATC. You guys understand that? I didn't. I didn't either.
Alpine 1849, continue down to Hotel 8, and then taxi via Foxtrot Golf to Park and traffic 2.5 mile final. Hotel 8, Foxtrot Golf to parking Alpine 1848, we'll go off as soon as possible.
Next arrival will be SkyWest 4015 from Albuquerque, and then Alpine Express from Idaho Falls. And then I think our last arrival for the evening will be Delta 4300 from Cedar City, just entering the valley over Draper right now. Kevin, I wish I could take credit for it. I usually pray that I won't sweat too much when I say my prayers. So I guess the big man upstairs was listening, because so you can thank me. I'll take credit for it. I no, but I'll take credit for it. Yeah, it's been great. Yesterday was awesome. I was like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. And I just left my door open the whole day.
Southwest 4300, Solid Tower, wind 34010, 34 right, clear line number 2, Solid Beach, 1900, 2.5 mile funnel.
Yeah,
That's 4015,
Kevin,
where
it's
you parking
been
at?
great, man. I think
Bravo 3, Skywest
it's going to warm up by the weekend.
4015,
so
taxi via Foxtrot,
I'll enjoy
Foxtrot 4
every
spot
second
16,
of this.
monitor ground for traffic.
Every second.
Foxtrot 4 spot 16, over the ground, Skywest 41.
Oh, now that is a nice feeling right there, Kevin. That is a nice feeling. I wish I could say that I haven't, but I like to be cold. It's around 68, so I've definitely. I like AC so much that I will save the money during the winter and keep my apartment super cold so that I can save the money for when the summertime hits. That's how I am. It is the first day of summer. That's right. Summer solstice. Thank you, Kevin. I should have mentioned that. Longest day of the year. It sure is. It's about time to go to Alaska, playing that all-day baseball tournament. That is one of the 5 states I have not been to is Alaska, South Dakota. Alaska, South Dakota, Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine. Those are the 5 left.
Turn left to Hotel Niner, and then you can pick your route up to spot 9D7. Have a good day.
Hotel 9 or Hotel Mixed Ramp.
Kevin, have you been to Alaska? Because if you have, I'll be super jealous. Is it an old Saab? UP, I did. It does not look like, well, you got to go to Hawaii. It's awesome. It does not look like JetBlue will be gracing us on this side. So it looks like our last arrival, I'll keep an eye on it, but our last arrival for the evening for the broadcast will be Delta 4200 from Cedar City on a CRJ 200. It looks like the battery's out, guys. So if the battery's going low, it means it's time to go. So I hate to cut it short, but we got about 2 hours. So thanks, everybody, for tuning in. The battery's dying on my camera, so we'll have to talk to you again soon, next couple of days. Thanks for everybody tuning in for UP Railroad, Wukamuk, D-Base 10, DB's 10, Desert Dwight, UP Railroad, Kevin, also Jam Shed, Bubag, Infidel, because even though he's not here, he's always here. Everybody else who tuned in, let's see if I missed anybody. UP, Desert Dwight, DFW
4033, Select, I appreciate that. Wind 33012, ready 34 right, clear line.
Patelli Vision, of course, Greg Worth. Of course, can't forget Greg. Thanks so much for tuning in there. Yeah, so everybody, thanks so much for tuning in. And the battery's blinking, so it means it's time to go. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll talk to you again. Thanks, UP, and take care, Kevin. I'll do some research and let you know. So have a good night, everybody, and take care.